Hello, all my posse. Mwah. Hello, all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today at my home and hanging out with me. I so appreciate you. You know how I appreciate you. You know how I appreciate you. So today we're going to just talk a little bit about, we're going to talk about 12 things that are going to make you look and feel and act younger than you are. Yeah, true. And I do these things because how do you think I got to be 76 and I'm still perking along? I got some tips for you, so stay tuned. So I'm going to talk to you today. Well, first of all, let me tell you, I have Gail on, my wig Gail on today because we're talking about looking and staying young. So I thought I'd be perky with my Gail. You all saw me review this. So I just have it up, pinned up, just thrown up, bobby pins, hair straggling. I just did it quick and messy, but this is me. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about, because you know, we're all on here. I don't want to jiggle my paper, I just have some notes. I hope that's okay. We all on here about talking about makeup and how to look beautiful and how to try different products for our face, and you know, I talk about your body and your whole being, not just your face. But you know, we all want to look the best that we can. We see products and some of us just buy them, and we do look in the mirror and think, gosh, you know, we really look good, and that's fine, and that's external. But really, there's a lot of layers to looking and feeling your age, especially my age. 76, and for all you new subscribers who don't know that I'm 76, because I don't really put it in the description box that much, because it's like I should have neon lights on it, and I don't need neon lights on 76, although I'm grateful to be this age and to be pretty perky, I think, for my age. And I'm going to tell you how I got here. So the first thing that I've always thought about for a long time is the we're going to do 12. One thing that you should do when you're older, you do it probably automatically when you're younger, but when you're older, you need to walk faster. You need to be peppy in your walk. I mean, people who are older or look older walk so slow. I mean, I know sometimes you can't help it if, you know, you've got a medical condition, but you can still carry yourself even at that, more perky, more energetic. I'm telling you, I go to the store with my husband, and he pushes a cart. Like, I could have my whole groceries done. I should take my own cart. I could have my own groceries done by the time he gets down one aisle. It's just like he walks so slow, and I look at him and I go, come on, move it. And he goes, I'm on my own time. I'm like, oh my God, but my hip actually goes out of joint from walking so slow. I can't walk that slow. So, but I think I've noticed too, and I tell him too, I said, you know, you got to really walk. There's nothing physically wrong with him. As far as his walk goes, his fasting walk goes, he could move a little faster. He does around the house, believe me. So, but walking slow makes you look older, makes you feel older, you appear older to other people. I mean, I walk peppy even if my hip is out and I'm in pain. I'm looking good. I'm still walking fast. So I think walking fast makes you feel younger, makes other people look at you like you're younger. The second one is just always be, of course, positive. Keep a positive attitude. Smile. It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. I mean, yeah, you might have a bad day. We all have a bad day, but there's got to be something when you're having a bad day that you can think about that makes you smile or makes you positive. Maybe it's something your grandkids did, your kids did, but you know, just something that takes away that negativity that you are feeling that day and turns it into a smile or a sunshine. Because you see people walking around the stores like this. I mean, granted, we don't know what's going on in their life, but whatever is going on in your life, you know, you can have a smile on your face. I bet you when you smile, other people just smile back at you just automatically because it's just contagious. A smile is contagious. But if you walk around like this and slow, I mean, you're gonna look 100. And besides, your facial muscles might stick that way. Like my mom says, if you cross your eyes, they're gonna stay that way. Because I was a kid, I was always crossing my eyes, and I was doing Jerry Lewis in imitations. If any of you remember Jerry Lewis, oh Dean, hello. Anyway, I used to do Jerry Lewis when I was a kid, and I crossed my eyes, and my mom would say, "They're gonna stick that way, or they're gonna stay that way forever." So smile, because smiling is contagious, and it's much better than a frown, and it takes less muscles. Thirdly, you got to try to reduce stress. That's a tough one because some of us are really stressful. We have stressful things going on in our life. We have kids we're running around, or we have grandkids that we're running around, and kind of pull back and kind of get rid of stress. Sometimes it takes just exercising, and sometimes it takes a walk. Sometimes you want to be by yourself. Sometimes it's just maybe watching your favorite TV show, blocking out your stress. But trying to eliminate stress in your life has been a big one for me. And you all know I've been through a lot of things in my life. I mean, I've been through a lot of stresses in my life, lots of challenges in my life, but I came out the other side positive and smiling. And I chose that way. I could have got down. I could have done a lot of things that would have made me now at this age probably look this age, maybe. I don't know, that sounds conceited, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, I didn't let it get to me. I just persevered and came out the other side smiling. And we all need to do that. And as we get older too, we find ourselves lacking energy. And I tell you, I read a phenomenal article on telomeres that we have in our body, and the explanation of those was a really great article. And if you can Google telomeres, let me see how you spell it. You spell it telomeres, Telomeres, and telomeres in your body are it's like a chromosome, and you have to picture like a shoelace with a little plastic cap at the end. And when the plastic cap breaks, the shoelace frays. And telomeres in your body are your DNA, the chromosomes that travel through your body, and they reproduce. And if you become sedentary and you're not an active person, or you allow negativity to come into your life, all those things cause these telomeres to break up, to not reproduce. And as they don't reproduce in your body, they become less and less. And the less they become, the DNA that's attached to these, at the end of these telomeres, you have this DNA, and that's the cap that covers the telomeres. And when the cap is frayed, it causes a lot of lack of energy. It causes aging. It can cause cancer. It can cause heart problems. It can cause a lot of things. And you're kind of born with these, and sometimes you're inherited through your parents that you can't help it. And I guess if you're young and you're watching me, even if you're older, you can still reproduce those by being active, by eating the right foods, by having lots of vegetables in your diet, by drinking a lot of water, by exercising. And you can just sit down to keep your telomeres going. All you got to do is sit down and do a punch up. During commercials, punch up this way and then punch out this way. Punch, punch. And that kind of reproduces those telomeres in your body to not break down so fast. And as you get older, they break down, which is why they say at about even 75, you really feel the difference. And I honestly, even though I'm pretty active and I'm pretty much of a go-getter, I could feel myself last year just kind of like being more tired. And I found this article accidentally and read up on it, and I was pretty well amazed about how that can produce in your body and cause you to feel lacklustered and and not have energy and stuff. So there are things that you can do to prevent that from breaking down and causing you so much lack of energy. So really, just Google it and read the whole article on it. It's fascinating. And it might help you become less of a couch potato and be a little active. Help yourself. There's always ways to help yourself. And it'll make you feel younger. And if you feel younger and you feel more energetic, you're going to just portray that to other people as being more youthful than you really are. And of course, get a lot of sleep. You need your sleep as we get older, and sometimes, you've all known, if you heard my sleep paralysis story, sometimes it's very difficult for me to sleep at night when I get that sleep paralysis, and so I find myself waking up and then being afraid to go back to sleep. I do eventually. I go back, and then if I don't, I always make sure I get my naps in the afternoons. Me and my husband love to nap, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you need sleep. So sleep is a key for feeling and looking rested and youthful, although today I'm got a sinus condition, so I'm pretty swollen, I think. I don't know. But sinuses and me just are like awful. But anyway, yeah, sleep is very important to feel and look the best that you can. And you know what? This is actually number 5. Hang around with young people. I mean, if you're older and you're mature, you need to, surround yourself with youth if you can. I mean, I have my grandkids, God bless them, and I've had friends tell me, oh my God, that's all you do is watch your grandkids. Don't you have a life? Some of them aren't my friends anymore, but I mean, I love watching my grandkids. I mean, I laugh probably all day when I'm with my grandkids. They are so funny. They're so spontaneous. My Bella is just absolutely cracks me up. Hayden just is got that humor that he just melts my heart and cracks me up. And I mean, that keeps you young. Hang around with young people. Be with a young crowd. It just makes you feel better. And if you're not fortunate enough, like some of my grandkids are out of state, and I'm grateful that I have a couple here. But if you don't have, grandkids around, I mean, volunteer at a church, at Bible school or Bible study, or volunteer at school, be a school aide, go on the playground with the kids. I mean, it just, and it's a proven fact that, and I've seen it, even commercial-wise, I've worked for physicians for a long time, it's a proven fact that young kids can ward off dementia and Alzheimer's. I mean, it really helps you concentrate on what's really funny in life, and it's just great entertainment, and really makes you feel good and young. So hang around with young people. It should be my number one on here, because that's really important to me. And 6, buy youthful clothes. Some of us get to an age where we think we got to do house dresses. I mean, we're not our grandmothers, great-grandmothers today. I mean, most of us that are in the mature community are not like our great-grandmothers were. If you think back to if you're in my age, you think back to your great-grandmothers, they were old. My grandma was so old. I mean, she was the house dresser. I mean, yeah, back hair pushed back, no makeup on. Yeah, we came a long way, baby, from that. But, but even at our age, I mean, I buy perky, youthful clothes. I don't buy school marm clothes. I don't buy old clothes. I don't buy dress-up clothes because I don't really go out, but I'm always dressed in something like my daughter would wear. I don't buy old clothes. So go buy yourself some youthful clothes. Don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone and, look in your closet. I bet you got like frumpy clothes in there if you're older. Throw them out. Go to Kohl's, go to JCPenney's, buy something youthful. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed at other people, what they're going to say. My mom was older and she lived in a senior place. They had parties, and she wore short shorts and go-go boots. But she had the short shorts that had the long skirt over it, but the skirt was unbuttoned all the way up. I'm sure you remember those. And those women at that it wasn't a nursing home, at the senior center, they didn't like her very much. They were like kind of jealous of my mom because she didn't care. She didn't care. She's and I go, Mom, they probably don't like that you go there in hot pants and go-go boots. There's only like 3 men there, and they're all over you, She goes, oh, I don't care about them. I just want to feel good myself. I could care less what other people think. And that's the way she was. So she was ahead of her time. But yeah, but I mean, you maybe don't have to wear hot pants and go-go boots, but that's how I got my husband. But that was 45 years ago. But, just come out of your comfort zone and buy something youthful. Don't buy frumpy, don't buy those kind of clothes. I mean, just, you buy according to, how your body structure is. That's true. But come out of your comfort zone. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you look younger. You'll feel younger, honestly. And don't be afraid, number 7, you watch all of our beauty channels on here and you see all the makeup, and don't look at us and say, us. Me, I'm 76. I keep forgetting. But don't look and say, oh, I can't wear that. Looks beautiful on her. I love the tutorial that she did, but oh, I could never get away with wearing cranberry eyeshadow or green eyeshadow or blue eyeshadow. Why not? Is it say on the back of that palette, ages, 12 through 34 only? Is there a warning on the package that I missed? But listen, try it. I mean, yeah, when you're older, you can't be so gaudy. You don't want to put like, bright cherry red on your eyes, like gobs of it. But, I have like a little cranberry on today. Just be a little subtle with it. But try anything. I mean, even if you stand in front of the mirror and laugh, after a few days of doing it, you won't laugh so much and you'll feel really good about yourself. So, don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone with makeups, because it really is about you and looking and feeling good. You don't want to go out with no makeup on, frumpy clothes on. You be walking around like this, So you want to walk straight, stand straight, walk fast, and look good at the same time. And, you got to, number 8, you got to take care of yourself even if you're home by yourself. I mean, sometimes, you get... sometimes you're alone and it's sad sometimes that, that we're home alone, or, my mom was alone a lot after my father died. Me and my sister lived far from her. But you know what? She got up every morning, did her hair, did her makeup. She cooked. My mom was the best cook ever. She cooked for herself. I'd call her. I'd say, what are you doing? She'd go, oh, I'm making homemade spaghetti and meatballs. I said, who's coming? She goes, nobody. I'm like, oh, okay. But I mean, she always cooked. It made her feel good. She felt like she didn't lose any of her youth that she used to do. Because sometimes, you get alone, then you just don't want to do all the stuff that you used to. Oh, I used to be a really good cook. Well, be a good cook now, even if you're by yourself. It doesn't matter. And if you live in a senior complex or something, invite one of your neighbors over. Cook for them. Make some foods that you used to make when you were young that'll make you still feel young. And just bring back good thoughts, because don't just sit there and eat cheese and crackers or something because you think, oh, poor me, I'm alone. Cook, do something, invite somebody over, take a dish to the church, take a dish to a neighbor's, just get up and move, do something that makes you feel good and feel youthful like you used to, because there's a lot of things you used to do when you were younger that you don't do now because you think you're older. You're not older. You're not older. My husband always says you're not old until you're pushing up daisies. Yeah, so I'm not there yet. And, and then listen to music, listen to good songs, listen to songs from the old days that made you feel good about yourself, that bring back some great old memories, to make you feel youthful today. I mean, you shouldn't feel sad about them, like, oh, I remember those days, it's all over. It's never over. So listen to youthful music and good music that you used to listen to in the day, no matter what it was, and it'll make you feel really good. Honestly, it'll make you feel good. And 11 was, I think I lost count because I dragged a couple of them together. Is buy some nice cologne, buy some youthful, perky, flowery, citrusy, nice cologne, something that the young girls wear. Don't buy the frumpy old stuff that you've worn forever and you smell the same forever. I mean, I can't wear the same colognes all the time because they get used to my body or something. And then sometimes the best colognes, I smell like a skunk. It's like, oh God, there's a dead skunk. Oh no, sorry, it's me. I don't know. But, you know, chemical changes, I don't know. But buy a youthful cologne, something that really, really perks you up. And of course, last but not least, stay romantic. You know, as we get older, the romance seems to die, and, you know, it brings you down. You feel older. You feel like not needed, you know. Keep the romance alive. If you're lucky enough to have a partner and, you know, you're together and you know, you can do romantic things. I mean, keep the romance, keep the fire burning, because nothing makes you feel more youthful than a nice romantic relationship. And if you're not married, you know, you can find somebody to have a nice dinner with. You know, go out with some guy friends. I mean, you know, just go on Match.com. It doesn't matter how old you are, whatever floats your boat. But keep the romantic fires burning, and it not necessarily have to be, you know, sex or anything. I mean, it's a nice perk, but you know, we're all about, us women, we're all about the romance anyway. A hug and something nice to say sometimes is just all we need to feel good. I mean, my husband tells me every day, you look good, you know, I like your outfit, I like your hair. You know, he's always making me feel good. And I think, you know, you just walk around better when you feel positive about yourself. So there are just a few steps that I have for kind of looking and feeling youthful. When you get to my age, you know, the help you can get. But if you maintain these, and sometimes, you know, like I say, you can look good with all the makeup tips and stuff, but you got to feel good about yourself on the inside too. So hopefully, you know, you'll walk faster, you'll get less, have less stress, you'll be positive, smile more, and you'll be surprised at how youthful and how great that you feel. So that's it for me today. I appreciate you coming by, and I hope this helped you a little bit. And you know, it's always helped me get to where I am at my age and still walk a whole lot faster than my husband, and he's 2 years younger than me. Good Lord. Anyway, so thank you for subscribing. You want to subscribe, pass me along, share, and hit the little bell because you don't want to miss my next video, which we're going to talk about cosmetic procedures. That's going to be interesting. So stay tuned for that. So I'll see you next time, guys. Love you. Be safe. Smile and make someone else smile. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.